Hey everybody, how you all doing? Welcome on back. Going to be doing a little bit of PV WolfCreek today. So there we go. So just want to focus on getting some of the factories up and running and such. So yeah, here we go. One thing I do want to check is, let's see, the mine bucket. I thought as much. I have the wrong one. Let's grab that one. What are we on? Yeah, I think the yellow will do fine. So hopefully you guys are all having a great day. Obviously it is Friday once again. So let's buy you. And we'll take this one back because it's the wrong bucket. Actually, that's a little bit loud in game, so let me turn that down a second. Turn that down, turn that down. Let's save you. Hey, Mr. T. Miller, how you doing, buddy? Let's see, that's probably a little bit better for you guys. Wow. That looks really impressive, actually, just looking across there. Well, I've still got some more factory fields to plant, but obviously for the minute, I've got everything that I want in planted. So it's just really waiting until the next one's due to go in. So yeah, how you doing, Dave?
Good. How you doing this
And not
early
too
after
bad.
whatever?
Let me just give Mr. T Miller a shout out. I love it. Thank you very much for the baby shark there, Linux. How you doing? How's it going, Enduro and Michael? And let's give Dave a shout out. Oh, thank you, Team Miller. Hey, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, make sure you click on all these guys. Make sure you catch them when they do go live next. And is my phone
Hello,
misbehaving?
knob. Oh,
Da, 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 da. Why is my sound suddenly gone off? Oh, there it is. My
I don't
phone's just
know,
having a funny 5 minutes.
because you're messing with things.
Yep, I do like messing around with stuff. And obviously there's Mr. Enduro, and obviously we do have Mr. Darius Frost. How you doing, bud?
Still alive. This cough can stop any time now,
Oh, dang.
Mhm.
Yeah, anywho, right, so, yeah, it's the only problem when you have a cough. It's just one of those that just keeps lingering and lingering and lingering. It's annoying. Been there, done that.
though. Yeah. Certainly doesn't help with one's back issues.
Yeah, very true. I've been suffering from like a pain in the back. It's sort of the left-hand side at the back, and I can't lie down on my back properly. It's freaking annoying. But obviously, when I get a coughing fit, that really freaking hurts. Don't know if it's like a muscle was pulled or sprained a bone or something. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, fun and
Not
games.
sure how one would sprain a bone, but
I know my mum's broken a bone from sneezing once.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Breaking is not spraining, so typically
Yeah,
that's a
I don't know, to
joint.
be honest. I honestly don't know.
Did
Something
you
ain't
just
quite right.
wake up, Billy?
I feel like it some days, yeah. To be honest, I had a lot of mind last night, obviously, after watching Mr. Cope's stream, and obviously you guys trying to figure things out. Just things kept going round and round and round in my head, and yeah, just couldn't switch off. Uh, so even had a little lie down this afternoon there, whilst Darius was streaming, and yeah, that just didn't help, to be honest. But never mind. At least for the next couple of hours, I can just chill out, relax, do a little bit of farm sim today. But yeah, obviously we're on WolfCreek for now. Um, Obviously I've been going through obviously some of the factories. Got, let's think, the Heinz now buildable. I'm working on the Ken's factory as well at the moment. I've actually had it, the Heinz in game and working, so that's good. Just need to make obviously a few tweaks here and there. I can get that sent over to Mr. Dave. Also, try to figure out storage for the containers, and obviously Shy Wizard's come up with an idea is to make it into a production and then output the containers that way instead, because that option that Braven put in doesn't work, which is a pain.
Doesn't?
Nope, not for me anyway. I keep getting error saying that it can't load the pallet, and obviously I've used the Giants tomato pallet initially just to increase
Well,
the capacity on that, and it's not working. Just doesn't seem to register.
if you're getting an error that it can't load the pallet, then it might be just what, then it
Or
probably
the
will
pallet
work.
XML, I should say, rather than the pallet itself. So yeah,
Probably just a pathing issue or something, possibly.
I've
I don't know.
checked it half a dozen times, and yep, it all looks fine to me. I've even put it into the main folder. Obviously, I created a container folder initially. Put it in there, did the pathing, everything, got the error. Thought, okay, maybe I did mess it up. Just put it into the normal folder where like the mod script and everything is, and passed it to there, and still the same issue. So I don't know. It's almost like it's like what Darius was saying earlier during his stream. Maybe it was something that Giants added kind of to the game, but didn't get it finished off or something. It's kind of a weird one.
I'd have to see the error, but getting an
Um,
error usually means that at
wonder
least it's
if I,
trying to look for another path,
yeah.
and it's
But
probably just
I wonder if it's still in my log. Let's have a quick look. My games.
getting an error is better than it just using the
Yeah.
default palette. Think
What's
be
that,
able to
guys?
use.
Error. Dang it! It's not in this one. Let me. I'll quickly do a quick reload, and I'll actually enable the palette in the XML. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put it onto the desktop so you can see what I'm editing. So desktop, because I've actually got it in my WolfCreek folder, wherever the heck my WolfCreek mods are. WolfCreek mods there. Right, so let me just do this quickly. So obviously it's going to be the product storage. So in here, obviously I've got the original Apple. It was basically going to be the Apple container. That was the one I was trying to do first of all. But then obviously I tried
Apple
the tomato.
container?
Yeah, obviously that was just a test to
That's
give
a
it a try.
fillable palette. That would be not one that I would use to start off
Because
with.
obviously it's a link to the containers from 19 that I converted over. Hang on a sec before we
Okay.
get too far.
Yeah. But the reason why that wouldn't work is
um,
because you'd have to add it as a palette.
yeah, so obviously that's going to be it anyway. Um, but obviously that's just the name. Obviously if I open this up, obviously it shows. Obviously I've got it as bulk. I've tried it. It's just Apple. It's like God knows. Um, hey gamer Paul, how you doing? Obviously, got the tomato one from the base game. Let's open that up. Show you. It's exactly the same as what it is in the game. Obviously, the only difference I did is obviously I've put it to 25,000
Right.
to differentiate it. So obviously, it's pointing to the everything within the game, i3D and everything. Um, so there's that. So you can see what that is. Then obviously, if I open up the actual warehouse, for example, and scroll up. So obviously, I've just quieted it for the minute. But if I obviously undo this, take that out, because obviously this is how Mr. Braven had it posted. So obviously you've got all the spawn points here, just a few, and then obviously it's linked to container, which is where it should be going. Let me just half screen it.
But
So
here's the problem. I already
container,
know what the problem is.
what's that?
Those products you have chosen are using fillable palettes, so you'd have to set it up as a fillable container.
that's
or
why.
you'd have
Well, the
to,
tomato ones
or do
are.
you have to register it as a product, not just a bulk product?
Um, that I don't know. Because obviously
Yeah,
the
but
tomato boxes, that's not a fillable pallet,
they're still fillable.
is it?
Giants are fillable. I'm pretty sure they are. The registered as bulk. Is it?
No, it's registered as fill type.
Okay, maybe.
That's why I thought I'd try
All
the
right.
two different ones, and yeah. But obviously, let me just quickly do that first of all. So obviously that is now activated, so it's going to containers and then tomato box palette.xml, which is what it shows right there. So let's just save that a second, and now go reload. So you can actually. The only thing I wasn't sure about is whether to put it into the mod script. I did try it that way as well, and that even didn't make any difference.
You would have to
Um,
register the palette type in the mod, the new palette type, as a probably as a store item as well.
yeah, that's the only downside to it. Because I didn't really want to try and register. Because obviously the one issue as well, because I did try it once and it overwrit the original tomato palette. So obviously with the greenhouses, it was outputting the 25k pallets rather than the 1k pallets, which is a pain. But yeah, how you
Hmm.
doing, Mr. Gamer Paul? By the way.
But did you rename the palette to like something different, like
Yep.
container?
Yep, I even changed the title to tomato container, tomato this, tomato that. Yeah, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference really. I don't know if there's any. Don't know if any of you guys would know. Store item is required in the mod script for the palette. Okay, let's
Yeah,
quickly add that as well
exactly.
again.
It would be required.
Because I tried that originally as well, um, and even that didn't quite work right for me. So let me just do this again. So let me copy that, and we'll add another line in. So make sure to get the wording correctly. So copy you to there / to the tomato box palette. Copy that one. Actually, yeah, I'll leave that for the minute. .xml. So there we go. Try that. Save that. If this works now, I am going to scream. I swear I am. But how you doing, Mr. Shy Wizard? And obviously, thanks for that idea. Obviously, that is possibly an idea later on if this doesn't work. Because it is something that's kind of bugging me, to be honest. Um, and it's been sort of there niggling in my mind to try to get it to work. Now, it usually gets to around about the 85%, and that's when the error comes up for the it cannot load the palette. Let's see how we do this time around. But yeah, fun and games, guys. Fun and games. The joys of modding. Try to figure things out. Because I've literally tried it with that it line in the mod script and without, and every time it's just thrown me freaking errors. So we'll see.
What are the errors is the key question.
Yeah, hopefully it'll come up
If
this
it's
time.
giving you errors, it's probably can be done.
It's basically
That's
saying
the,
that error cannot load such and such XML, and then the
that
oh
usually
actually,
means that it would be a
um,
pathing error.
well that's what I thought. I've literally
Yeah,
gone through it like
well,
3 or 4 times. Actually, there was. I wonder.
like we figured out with Mr. Cope when he's editing the wrong pathing file, and
It's the exact same.
it's not
That's why I
changing.
was. Yeah, I've literally only got one copy of this. The only other one I've got is on my Google Drive, which I don't even touch. It's kind of like a backup.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
just
that's up to 85. So I did
had
actually.
had to
Did
chuckle
I? Did
about
I?
that
Did I?
one.
There it is. There you go. So this is what I was getting last time. So error, failed to open XML file container / tomato box palette XML. Error, failed to open. So that was the same. And then error, run Lua method, load shared i3d file async
It-
finished, and that's where it just then stops loading. And obviously it then says data s/script vehicle specialization fill unit Lua 2703, whatever that is. I haven't got a clue. Attempt to index local XML file and then a nil value.
Right. So the
That's
first
what I
one
got last
is
time.
what's causing the others.
And there it is again.
The first one is what's causing the others. So what does the path say it's trying to find
So
it
it's going to the
where?
containers folder, and then it's / tomatoes box palette. And obviously, as you've seen, I just literally copied them across as they were. So if I bring them back up a minute, nope, not that one. This one. So that you got container tomato box XML, which is exactly the same there as it is in the warehouse. So container tomato box XML. Pathing is exactly the same. And yeah, this is my headache. Thank you very much. Oh.
And
Yeah, so
silly question, you've got the pathing the same. Does it point to the right? Is that file actually the right name
Exactly.
and everything?
yeah. So let me go back to my WolfCreek mods because that's where this is. And then obviously it's going to be the product storage. So obviously this is where it's going to be starting from. So container right there, folder, and then it's going to be this tomato palette right there. So the pathing's exactly the same. Unless I'm totally losing it, I don't know.
Did you check the XML on the container, the palette that you created?
Yeah, I've tried on that Apple container as well. I get the exact same thing on both of them. I even deleted the original tomato box I had. And obviously when Darius mentioned it again today, I thought, well, I'll give it a try again just to see if it was me screwing something up.
You want to
And
send that
Let me
over
see.
to me and I'll take a look at it? It's
okay,
easier for me than
Yeah.
trying to
okay,
look at it
Let me.
on your
close that.
can't read anything. My eyes are old.
He's getting old, guys. I don't believe it for a second.
Well,
Right,
it
let me crash this first of all.
doesn't help when occasionally, you get a fuzzy screen because it thinks it's the wrong.
Yeah,
You
let
know.
me zip this up and I'll send it over to Mr. Dave and Shy Wizards so both of you guys can maybe peruse over it. Obviously, like the other option would be to create it as, because obviously I've got it set up as a silo. Um, is maybe to add it as a production instead. That's the only
It's
other
possible,
idea.
but I'd like to.
But obviously, I'd rather get it working this way because I think it'd be kind of cool. Because then it's not going
Right.
to be shown in your menu and everything. Right, so there's that. Let me go to my Google Drive. No, not my luck. You guys will get it straight a friggin' way.
Well, that's a good
New
thing.
upload. Yeah, I know.
A learning experience. We all
That's
go through them. I don't always get
product
things straight
storage.
away.
Upload there. Right, well that's loading up. Let me just edit that again so I can get back into the game. Product storage. Go to the warehouse. Come on, internet, behave. There we go.
We're gonna race Shy Wizard. We'll see who
Um,
if one of us gets it
Shoot
to
a
work.
copy to me too, please.
okay.
Oh, we're gonna have
Wow.
a contest. First person to get it
Just
to work
just
wins.
drop it in modding talk at this point.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, you
So
could do it that way.
Discord. So okay, for the three who have asked, it'll be in modding talk and modern talk. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
I'll give you guys a head start downloading because you need the experience.
There you go, Ryan. So let me quiet this a minute.
I don't
So
want to make you look bad. No, actually, you know what the funny thing is? I think Shy Wizard will probably figure it out before
Oh,
if it's
probably. Right, so let me
possible.
save you. And we'll go into here. What one's that one? See, I even tried registering it as a new fill type, and it just overrid the original one. So yeah, I'm not going to even go there.
You don't register the fill type, but you need to register the new palette as a
Yeah,
store
that's
item.
what I
Did you do that?
was what I was doing there.
And it would be the different names, so it should, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Let's-
have no idea. But that's pretty much as far as I've got anyway with it. So, but if I could at least get one palette working, it would be really nice. That's the thing. So, if any of you guys can figure it out, I'm sure you can. But let me get this booted back up. Hey, Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Right, so there's that. Let me go back into the game. There we go, screen.
And
Oh,
again,
you
it may
wish.
not work.
Right. There is a couple of things actually in here. I have added because obviously I was helping Mr. Culp out the other day, and I think they're really kind of nice. They're actually something from 19 PV County. Um, don't know if they're going to get released yet or not. Depends on Dave, really.
Dave's not here.
Oh, I want them. Yeah, block them. So one is a silo and one is a shed. It's part of a. The shed's actually part of a pack that I helped show Mr. Culp how to do it. He was having issues, bless him. Let's keep an eye on that. Now, one thing I do need to sort out on here is the candle palette for the. Is it the sunflower? I haven't fixed that yet on here. But I think I've
Oh, the
gone through.
from the candle factory.
Yeah, I think I fixed it on.
That was a
I
pretty
need to send
easy
Dave that update.
fix.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to send Dave that fix.
Just missing a tick box.
It was the sun. Was it the sunflower and the hemp, wasn't it?
Sun. I think so. I don't remember.
Well, I can tell you in a minute. One of them. I'm sure it was sunflower. I think I fixed it on the updated versions already. I'm just trying to remember if it was the hemp one was the other one. I haven't quite got that far yet. So one thing I'm going to be doing today is actually going through my factories, trying to clear pallets and stuff. So that might be one to start off with once I get my wheel loader back up to the mine. This bit always takes forever. It's not good. But yeah, I'm so glad I'm not on a server. Jeez, that would do my head in. Obviously,
Not being on a server.
I'm not, no. But watching you the last few days, there it goes. So yeah, sunflower candle palette. Yeah, haven't fixed the ones on here yet. Yeah, because obviously where it keeps not showing up for you, that would just do my head in.
Oh no, it takes a while to show up a lot of
Yeah,
time just
right.
because it's restarting, and the Giants end of the server loves to say it's online,
And
but it
yeah.
threw an issue in the log file,
Where is it?
so it didn't actually load. And it typically happens if you try to mess with a mod on the server. Giants
Yeah.
will say that the thing's corrupt and needs to be reloaded. So basically, you have to go back over to the hosting site, restart the server there, then go in and turn the server back on, and it seems to work just fine. But it's almost like, you know how when you go into a save after you've removed a mod and it says, hey, this mod is missing,
Yeah.
do you want to continue? It's like it's basically throwing that error and it's going, no, I don't want to continue.
Yeah.
Even though you've told it, deactivate the mod, remove the mod, start the thing, the save's going, I'm missing a mod.
Yeah, I think that would just all do my head in. Because the biggest issue is obviously where I'm editing and quite a lot of things and testing. Yeah, I'll stay with
Oh
single
yeah,
player.
trust me. When it comes to doing that, it definitely slows you down.
Yeah.
But if you can do all of that offline and then have it ready to go and just
Yeah, I
throw it onto the
suppose.
server,
Eh, I
like
don't
me,
know.
I made those
Come on, up,
little
up.
water crossing culvert things there. I did it all offline and just popped it onto the server. But I usually get impatient because, of course, I'm streaming and I want to get going, so I skip steps when trying to get the server up and running.
Yeah.
Then I'm sitting there going, "Why?" Well, dummy, I skipped a step.
Oh, yeah.
I went 15342.
Mm. Oh, I've done that a few times with things as well. It's easy to go
As
one,
you
two,
know,
three.
it tends to make you trip and fall on your face, right?
Oh heck yeah. Obviously not with servers, but when modding, I kind of want to jump 2 or 3 steps just to get it all done. And yeah, it's not a good
Yeah,
idea.
and exactly. Because at the end of the day, you end up having to go back and redo it all because you skipped a step and threw an error somewhere.
Yep. That's kind of where I was wondering if I had forgotten something with that palette, which is why I was throwing that error. But yeah, no, I don't know.
Uh,
Hopefully you guys can figure it out.
well, nothing's jumping out at me, but I'm also in the middle of wrapping a bunch of bales in a field.
Nothing's jumping out at me, but I'm not. I didn't even download. Finishing up what I was working.
Oh, that's terrible. But yeah, obviously, what the aim is to basically have your normal pallets as well as the option to have the containers if you wanted to transport them. One other idea I thought of maybe is going through some of the bigger productions, for example, and they'll have them only spawning out the containers. So, say for instance, like the bigger steel
Nah,
factory or the bigger concrete. Yeah, I don't really want to do that.
I don't want to do that either.
I want it to work like 19 did.
Shouldn't even need register the product palette.
Yeah, because obviously the product would be already registered. It's just that output palette. Come on, come on.
I'm just making a bunch of square marshmallows.
Ooh, nice. I like marshmallows.
They're really good in s'mores.
Actually, have you seen that updated Ghostbusters film?
I didn't see the first
The one
three.
with the
Why would I watch?
kids?
Yeah,
I
where
liked it.
I can't think of his freaking name, Paul Rudd.
Yeah, he's Paul Rudd. Yeah.
Yeah, where he's in the shop, that supermarket, grocery store, and you got the little
Yeah.
marshmallow men toasting each other on barbecues. That's so funny.
Yeah. The miniature Stay Puft
They're
Marshmallow
so
Men
cute. Yep.
stabbing each other with barbecue skewers.
Yep.
It's like, oh my god. I like that one a lot better than the reboot they did with
Yeah,
the
the one with the
girls. That
Yeah.
one was just, yeah, no.
Yeah. Right. Yes. Oh, what was the other thing? Can't remember now. There was something else I was going to
I
talk to. Nope, can't think of it. What it is now. But yeah, I'm
yeah.
kind of hoping that they'll actually do some more Ghostbusters, because obviously the way they left it is it did leave it wide open for at least another sequel. So
Yeah. I like that they honored Egon too in the end
yeah,
of it.
yeah, exactly. Yes. There we go. Actually, it almost made me cry actually, to be honest, because obviously knowing that obviously Egon had passed away in real life, it was kind of heartbreaking. Can't wait for the next Ghostbusters movie. It's going to be based in London and have an international storyline. Interesting. How you doing, Matt? Oh, that's what I was going to show you guys quickly. So yeah, Mr. Culp was having some issues getting a couple of placeables not quite right. So obviously I went in and gave him a help. It only took me a few minutes. But obviously this is one of them. You might recognise it from PV County. Actually got it in-game working and everything. I've obviously sent that over to him. I was, depending on whether Mr. Culp's going to do it, I was kind of thinking of doing the rest of them as well. And putting them into a pack and seeing if, obviously, maybe may have to reach out to the original modders who put them out to get it released for you guys. The other one was a silo, and somewhere along here, there you go. You'll probably recognise it. It's the one from the main farm, but I've got that in and working. Now, I did do an updated version of this where it distributes the grains. It's only at the minute set to the base game products, but obviously I got it set up to distribute the products. Also got the fans on the ends there actually working. So once you put your product in, they start sort of just slowly spinning around. It's kind of nice, like a little dryer there. And also added in a display as well, so you knew what you had in there. But I don't think it's going to really be needed. But I don't know if Mr. Cope had it posted, but if you go back to his stream from this morning, he actually shows it off there. But yeah, I like it. I might even place one of these down myself, not sure. I've said this over to Dave actually. Maybe you can add it into one of the farms or something. But yeah, it's not bad. Just getting started. Yeah. You've got hooked on Satisfactories and oh yeah, it is very addictive. Satisfactories, that's for sure.
I was very close to firing up Satisfactory to get working on my aluminum setup, but I have bales to wrap.
Yeah. Now, obviously, one thing as well for anyone that's watching on Saturday, Wednesday stream. Obviously, I imported a blueprint for a train station. Now, I did spend a bit of time on it trying to figure out how to get the stations in, and it did work. All you have to do is basically place one outside the actual building and then clip one inside for it to work. The only thing I didn't like about it is there was bits sticking out of the actual walls and stuff, so I ended up going through and basically kind of copying it but giving it my own little twist on it. I think it turned out pretty well, so maybe next week I'll do another Satisfactory stream for you guys. Obviously, for anyone who wants any questions answered or any help, and I can show you off then. But yeah, definitely, I've showed obviously Mr. Darius a little bit of it in Discord, so yeah, definitely happy with how it turned out. Obviously got this second, both lines are now connected up to it, it's working perfectly fine. Got the stuff coming in, so that's great. Right, so here we are. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. At some point I really need to get Copper by Design and Dell up and running. Obviously one thing I need is the multi-mine. I don't own it yet. So I need to do a lot of selling, that's for sure. Actually, just out of curiosity, how much was that? Because obviously I'm going to need them. If I remember rightly, there's sand in the front of it as well. Let's see, X. So 908. I could actually maybe take a loan out for that. Let's see something. Yes, I know I don't. I don't want to do that. Stupid thing. I want to click on that and jump there. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to worry about that then. Yeah. So I'm gonna need a fair bit of money. What's that? 275. So at least 700 odd. So need to get some selling going on. But yeah, that's my current thing to sort out now. Is to get that. What else we got here? Okay. Little bits and pieces, but yeah, that is my main focus at the minute, is try to get that multi-mine, so then I can start getting the other products being produced. Righty. So let's take this back. Then what we'll do is start cycling through some of the factories, get them cleared. I think the first one to start on is the candle factory. Candle and soup. There we go. Well, that's interesting. I'm sure I added them. Looks like I need to go through and double check on that one.
That's a lot of red.
Yeah, that's off of that shed. I might have the wrong version in this one, because I'm pretty sure it's only the sound for the door. I'm pretty sure I actually added them to the one I sent to Mr. Cope. Easy fix anyway. The worst thing is they don't even have them in the game anymore, so it's a pain. Where do you find mods for Satisfactory? So there is a mod manager, which you can download as from the Satisfactory calculator website, I think it is.
I just googled it. I don't
Yeah.
know where I got it from.
Okay. Yeah. So if you Google Satisfactory mod manager, yeah, that's the one in it. Yeah, had to make sure it was the right.
Yep.
Yeah, it should bring you up the link. Then what that'll do is then when you open it up, it's basically you install it and then it'll open. You can open it up and you'll see a whole list of all the mods that's been created. Just don't get overwhelmed, okay? That's the only thing I can say.
And it's
'Cause,
also advised not to go crazy because
yeah.
it's like farm sim. You can break your game pretty easy.
Oh heck yeah! And obviously stay away from the ones that are red as well, because they haven't been fixed for the current version. Right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I
I
think the
think I
only.
might know what's wrong.
What's that?
Can't tell yet.
Oh, dang. Give me hints. All right.
Give you a
It
hint.
starts with a B and ends with a Y.
Thank you very much. I love you too. Right. So I need you.
You want a hint?
I'll wait till you guys figure it out first.
Let me
of all.
see if I get the error at this point. But it made complete sense to me.
I don't know. Actually, this flatbed needs a freaking good clean as well. Yipes.
See if that was the thing that he's.
Actually, one thing is, let me see.
have mine loaded up without errors. Place. Da, 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 da. I might not.
Did you get it working?
You're waiting to see what I found. I'm waiting to see what you found.
Oh
I
my
can tell
goodness.
you if you tell me.
This
I
sounds like
found
a
that.
poker. This sounds like a poker match. I'll show
Oh,
you on
wait a
mine
minute.
if
Yeah.
you show me yours.
I don't have the freaking silo, so it didn't. I got other issues. What'd you find? I'm gonna load it on the other map.
Oh, I've got some
No, one thing I
flair.
noticed. I'll tell you what I noticed.
What's that?
You have where the pallets are registered. How does
Yeah.
it know which one goes in the tomato box pallet? Because you're gonna have different pallets for different products. So I added the fill type line to that for that pallet alone. But I gotta load it up on my because I which
See, it's always something simple.
I don't know what Chai Wizard, but I think you would need to register like fill type equals Apple, and then the palette equal, palette information.
Okay.
That I'm thinking because otherwise it's gonna not know what to put in, and you're just gonna get the same
Mm.
fill type for all the different palettes, and it's gonna it see what happens. Loads it. Might not.
Yeah, maybe I'm just thinking too much more of a side the wrong way. I don't know with it. Oh well. It can bake your noggins for a
It
little
is
while.
loading in mine too.
I take it is yours working then, Mr. Shy Wizard?
Did he get it working? He's being quiet.
He's being very quiet and mysterious. It's horrible. Just testing to see if it takes the product. Okay.
See here, I was half expecting him to say, "Yeah, I've got it working. I put some spinners on it, some underglow, and
Yeah. Right.
Now, I also did a little bit more though for the test. Could be another part of the problem.
Ooh, that's horrible.
Where would it
That one's fine.
storage? Produce loading item I haven't. Hex. Nope, I still have something. Oh wait.
Come on in. Give me, give me, give me. Is that all of them? Yeah, okay. Hasn't quite got around to doing the hemp yet. Hoo-yah. Okay. Just out of curiosity, when are these up for sale? July, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, and I don't know if any of you guys have noticed. I see my storage. With a tiny little pallet going into it. Is that going in or coming out? I don't know. But Shy Wizard just posted something in Modern Talk. Yeah. So, what was I going to say? I have no idea. Also, the nice thing is, obviously, with soap as well, you can actually turn it into herbicide and use it on your fields if you wanted to, which is kind of a nice idea. That is friggin' annoying. Oh my
So he's got
goodness.
it in there, but what he spawned out of small pallet? Is that what
It
happened?
looks like it.
We need the big pallet. Yeah. Um.
Yeah, 'cause obviously I don't want it to override like the original, so yeah. Uh, 'Cause obviously, if we can get that at least that one pallet to work, then I can work on getting the containers sorted out and do it that way. I think I've got enough herbicide at the minute, so this can go into storage for now. Might even get
First
some
off,
selling done today as well. I'm keeping an eye on Discord for Shyways to say, yeah, here you go, it's all done. Oh, dang. Go. Save that for a rainy day. Now then, Frito-Lay. That said there was loads in storage, so let's go get some of that sold off. What? Yeah. That's what I was going to say. For anyone that's got the time-saving stock check mod, Darius found out is they've added something. May have been there since the beginning. Not sure. But if, for instance, you click on one of the products, you can actually show where all of that is being stored. It's really kind of cool. I never even realised it was there. Obviously, you can hit the space bar if you wanted to as well. But yeah, I did not even realise this was in here. I should might even do the brewery first, because that's got a heck of a lot. Ooh, ka-ching. Brewery, brewery, brewery. Ugh. So, yeah, did not even know that. Let me see if I've got any in multiple places. So there you go. So you can actually see, for example, there I've got some in the Unicorn Logistics, which is the one I'm at the minute. But there's also some in the Frito-Lay factory, so it's really kind of cool. For the didn't even know. Okay. I totally missed whatever that was, but okay, cool. Yeah, don't mess with the moderators.
One of those everything for your stream on 3 stars because
Oh,
the link is
okay.
banned.
Ah,
Good night.
yeah. No, thank you. Oh, that was the same then from the other day that I did on your stream.
I was gonna say because I just happened to glance over and banned by Bill. Wow, that was fast.
Oh yeah.
Same idea. Just
Mhm.
hi, everything for your stream on
God,
block
they're really
blank.
coming up with some creative freaking stuff now, aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, they're not dumb. They make
Yeah.
these bots to get people to, to sucker people in. So they realize before long they're just automatically going to be getting hit, and their text is all going to be getting listed as auto block.
Yeah, exactly.
it's not loading that because
So change up the text or add a funny letter or whatever, so it bypasses the auto mod stuff. And
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too loud around here.
you know how it goes, 98% of people will block it all, but
Yeah.
there's that one or two people that'll fall for it.
Yeah. There we go. Let's turn that one down a wee bit as well.
It's how I see it. If nobody fell for it, they'd stop doing it because they wouldn't be making any money. But clearly, some people are hitting them.
I know those stupid idiots. Silly idiots. Right, let's have a look.
Well,
Change
if I
that
buy
to
10,000
phone.
followers, then I'll make, I'll become a bigger streamer. No, you're just
A dumber streamer.
buying 10. Yeah, you're just buying 10,000 bots that are likely to get banned by Twitch anyway.
Oh heck yeah.
So go ahead, buy your 10,000 followers. You're liable to be back down to 3 followers next week after all of the bots get taken off.
Yep. I don't know. Let me turn it down a little bit more. Yeah. But then again, you do get some desperate people out there, don't you?
Like I said,
But at the end of the
if
day,
there weren't
they
people
kicked.
clicking on it, they'd stop posting it.
Yeah. You're not a bot Enduro. Alright, let's try
It's
a
just
little bit
like you go
faster.
into any of these MMOs and there's all these gold sellers or monetary sellers or whatever. They wouldn't be advertising like crazy if some people out there weren't paying for the services.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do this. There we go. Maybe I should have brought 2 trailers
Can
down.
we remove the text filter so you can cuss out the bot without getting timed out?
All right.
No?
I'm just thinking out loud here,
Okay.
but the error that I get is that it can't load that XML file, but it's that fill type utility script that can't find it.
Okay, yeah.
So that would lead me to test what I'm testing now, which would be appending dollar a tag to the front of the line where it's trying to load the palette so that script read it. Mod directory trying. I don't know. Dollar mod directory. See what that does. You gotta figure out how to trouble these. I don't know if it's gonna help,
Yeah.
but we'll see what the error comes up as now. It's
Well, you got an hour, and then you're streaming it,
uh,
so to try and figure it out.
That's true. It's a
yeah,
Friday.
it can index the local XML file. It's not the fill unit Lua 2703 can't index that XML file. So it's not finding. Got other try. It might not be able to path to it. That
Mm.
try this.
Enduro is a good bot. Yeah, he is. We love him. Yes. I think I've been trying to sort those that storage out for about 6 months, maybe. I don't know. Just cannot figure the freaking thing out. You're a crazy bot. That's definitely Mr. Michael. Definitely agree with that. Oh, hello. Oh, fudge, 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 fudge. No. Hey, yeah, what is going on today?
It reminds me of me earlier with the truck driving in a straight line, no moving whatsoever,
Yeah, I was going
and
actually going around the
the whole
corner,
truck
so
blows over sideways, and it's like, what the
there
heck
we go.
just
Oh,
happened?
oh, oh. Yeah, that's,
I,
I wish they'd sort out the physics on these pallets and even like the log trailer. 'Cause, I was watching was it Team Miller the other day, and every couple of minutes he was tipping over. It's freaking ridiculous.
well, in that case, a lot of times it's the weight of the logs
Top heavy.
or the log trailer
Yeah.
isn't heavy enough, and the logs are so heavy that it makes it top heavy and flips it over, which is what happened with me with that John
Yeah.
Deere.
Yeah.
It's way heavier than the trailer, so the slightest little whiff of a breeze and the thing flips over.
Exactly. Hey, Mr. Wheels, how you doing? I need to put that sound back up a minute. How are you, sir? There we go, let's try that for a minute. And thank you for the shout out. Obviously, if you guys are not following Mr. Wheels, make sure to go over give him a follow. He does quite a variety of different games. From Farm Sim, Satisfactory, Marvel Snap.
Though
But
he
yeah.
may be scarce for the next little bit as busy season hits.
Oh yeah. Very true. Right, so I want to know where the ball is back here. Because I've still got some of the
It's
pin. Oh,
usually
there it
right
is.
there. It's a basketball.
Yep, I found it. There we go. Let's get these last three. Yay, got them. There we go.
Of course, the thing has the physics of a stone, so
Yeah. I still want to know how Giants actually got them to stand up like that. Because obviously, watching Dave's stream on Tuesday, it's like impossible physics almost. uh, it is impossible, definitely. That was horrible.
oh,
Yes.
the way I see it is clearly somebody spent way too long making sure they're exactly at ground level to be
Yeah, are they
not
ground
falling
level
over.
or slightly above? That's the thing.
Well, that's what I mean, like exactly at, so they don't fall
Yeah,
and tip, they don't pop up and tip. They're
just right.
probably down to several decimal points to be exactly right.
Yeah. And obviously they've now taken on Sid modding. I think it was, isn't it? The other day it was announced that he's now joining the crew.
Yeah, I'd seen
I know.
some video somewhere where apparently he had posted that he'd be leaving the world of modding as he'd just taken the thing at Giants, but now he's posting pictures of modding.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, the guy that does Stevie's mods, Stevie, whatever his name is. He seemingly applied as well. Got refused, turned down. I noticed a Facebook post earlier about it. He's a bit gutted. See, I don't know why they just don't approach Dave and say, "Do you want fancy making us some maps?"
They couldn't afford Dave.
Exactly.
That or they know what Dave puts into his maps and they would never be able to deal with it, so...
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I can't see Dave actually doing a small map. That's the problem.
Well,
And obviously being
that
console,
problem, but...
for console mainly, his hands would be tied. Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, because you look at somebody like Oxygen David, his maps are very detailed.
Yeah.
Where Dave's may not be at that level of detail, you have instead that level of production and everything else that goes into it, which, I guess now could make it to console, but
Jesus, loud. Yeah.
can you imagine trying to jam all this stuff onto a 1x map?
Oh, I know. Madness. Nope, that's still too loud. Environment. Let's turn that off for a minute.
Plus the level of scripting that goes into all of that stuff.
Yeah. Actually, talking about Oxygen David, obviously he's been working on is it Court Farms, I think it is. And seemingly he's now no longer going to be publishing it through Giants because it's too big for the mod hub. The file size itself.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah. No, unfortunately, that was the one that had like the goats and the ducks and stuff that he had actually created himself. Which is
I haven't followed along too closely with
there we go.
what he's been up to, but
yeah, I'm always keeping an eye on his stuff.
But I mean, it was only a matter of time. Like
Yep.
I said, he does extremely detailed maps, and when I remember one of them in 19 came out, the map itself on console used up like 600 of your slots right out of the gate.
Yep.
It's like, oh, so much for any equipment.
Yep. Very, very true. Right.
It's the one that had the train, the little train that kind of popped out, but it was in the the valley, whatever it was. I don't remember the name of the map.
Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, but I will say he does do some freaking good work.
Oh, absolutely, he does. But that level of detail comes with a
price.
Mm-hmm.
And like you've been finding as well, obviously doing that 64x map, and obviously it's the shapes file.
Yep.
Yeah. And obviously, the nice thing is obviously you've now mentioned that to Cope, so hopefully he's going to keep an eye on his as well. So.
Yeah, well, and that's what I wanted to stress right out the gate. You can add things into your map, sure, but pay attention, because I literally caught it at the brink.
Yeah. Hey, Oppies, how you doing?
And was able to save it, and it was only because I was talking and David mentioned the file size.
Yeah.
Of the shapes. And I was like, oh, hey, wait a minute. And I was able to back it up and save it, but
yeah. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in making a map, yeah, bear in mind when you're making it is when you save the i3D, the more you add into the map, the bigger the shapes file is going to be. So obviously one of the big things with like even this map here, for example, a lot of the buildings are actually being loaded in dynamically. What that basically means is it's not actually in the i3D, but it'll have a node or something or a placement set up. So as you load in the save game, it's going to bring that into the map. And obviously having them dynamically loading and stuff like that is going to keep that shapes file down. So yeah, bear that in mind.
You get much above that 250 meg file size, and you're pushing your luck.
Yeah.
And I think when I started having the issues, I was at like 259.
Wow.
And I was frustrated at one point. Dave goes, "Well, let me ask you this: what's your i3D shapes file at?" And I told him, and he goes, "That's your problem." And I'm like, "Oh," so immediately.
Yeah, because I suppose that airport must have a heck of a lot of shapes into it.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
The airport, the whole port area. I took out the airport, the port, and that castle, and I cut down like 50 something meg out of the i3D.
Wow. Yeah, Mr.
Yep.
NBC. This is not satisfactory. I am really, really sorry. Not. But yeah, how you doing, NBC? Actually, I'm kind of thinking
You
I'll
should
probably
be sorry.
on Wednesday I'll do a satisfactory stream though to help out anybody who needs it. If obviously I got my nice train station working now. There we go. And let me do that. Oh. Now something else I wish they'd sort out is the brakes on these friggin' things as well.
Yeah,
Master
I don't know. I
Dead.
think there is an issue. Is I don't know with the fill unit Lua is what I'm getting.
All right, okay.
Um, I don't know if that can read a separate one from the mod. Well, let's see what Shaka can find out.
Yeah. You're very welcome. Yeah. So if you're not following Mr. NBC Master Dad, guys, make sure to click on that link right there and give him a follow. He's doing a lot of like Satisfactory and Wreckfest streams at the minute, so definitely well worth checking him out. And obviously with the Wreckfest, obviously it's mainly on Tuesdays, but any of you guys can join in as long as you do behave, though. Right, one thing I do need to remember to pick up this time is my other trailer. But yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that was having
Behave.
issues with those
Is
pallets.
NBC gonna behave or?
Does he ever? No. Dang.
Well, that's what
Silly
I'm
question.
getting at.
Yeah, but the thing
You're
is,
asking for
if
us to behave, but
yeah, but there's behaving and then there's sort of not behaving, shall we say. Okay, it takes so much, but if there's somebody who's going to constantly bang, 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 bang at like one person, they probably end up getting booted. Yeah. Oh,
misbehave in a respectful manner.
yeah. No.
Share and share alike.
Yeah, that's kind of one reason why I don't jump in much. Plus, it's also too late, unfortunately. If it was like maybe a couple of hours
Oh.
earlier, it'd be quite nice, and then I could join in with you guys.
You can always move to New York and you'll be right on the same time.
Yeah, I could, but try to
Why
convince
move
my
to New York
wife.
when you can move to Maine when there's snow and alpaca farms nearby?
Oh, you're very, very true. Yeah, I'd probably end up going to Maine.
Yeah, it's colder up in all the time.
Alabama. Roll Tide.
I'll take Alabama. I'll switch
Oh, fudge.
trade. Though then I got to deal with tornadoes. But hey, no, I'll stick to Florida. I like her tuna.
There we go.
Yeah, like the area of Florida that Yosho's in, I could
Pretty
probably
good.
handle that.
Yeah. I've never been to Clearwater in Florida, which wasn't too bad. Obviously, that was October, and the temperature was nice. The humidity was a bit, but yeah, it was comfortable, should we say, at that time of the year. That was a while ago. Hey, Surfing Cowboy and Mr. Viking, how you guys doing? I can't remember if we got one from Mr. Wheels, so let's do Mr. Wheels 24/7. I think we did actually, didn't we? Mr. Darius did it. And we'll do
Yep.
Surfing Cowboy. Do. And finally, Mr. Viking. There we go. So if you guys are not following any of those guys, make sure you click on their links, give them a follow. And obviously, Mr. Surfing Cowboy Gaming there was the guy who's brought the PV Uncharted Revisited back to you guys. So make sure to go over, catch him when he's streaming. So obviously if you've got any issues, you can address it there or through Discord. And also say a big thank you to him as well. Wee. Right, 1, 2. Oh yeah, they are both in there. And you're very, very welcome, guys. Right, there we go. Now this bit can be a bit tricky at times with double trailers on, but should be okay. Yep, just made it. Yeah, that last one just catches some of those posts. It's a bit of a nightmare, but it'll do for now. Just waiting on Dave's next map to come out. It's like, holy smokes. I think that's one other thing that's kind of in the back of my mind as well. Obviously, he's, I don't know, maybe a couple months before the map gets released. And I think you guys are going to definitely love it. Just kind of want to get on and do that one now. But
Yeah.
yes. The worst thing is people keep asking if when I'm doing a map now, it's terrible.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
But I know Mr. Culp's mentioned that obviously if he can't finish off his PV county, he wants me to sort it out for him. I thought, great, thank you. I know nothing about map making. Oh. I wouldn't say nothing. I do know like how to edit things. But that's about it, really.
Kind of waiting. Dying.
Waiting on Giants, not Dave. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Very true.
I'm just gonna get the stuff ready and happen.
Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. See, now that's a good way of loading up. Nice big trigger, and you can get a whole load in one hit. And clear that lot up. And spawn them out. Now, I do not really want that last one yet. Hopefully that was all of them. Serving. Oh, what we're saying. So I'm actually moving faster to Dave today. Already finished breakfast. Oh, well done. Wow. Went on Giants. Yep. If you did a map, would it be UK or US? Oh no, that's a heck of
Any
a
place
question.
with alpacas.
Very funny. Um, has he? I don't know. Qatar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure who. Are they somebody you know? I'm not sure. Probably. Um, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. Obviously I like playing on large maps, like obviously a 4x. So it's whatever it's going to be based around it. I definitely have to have the bigger field to start off with. It was a bot. Ah, okay. Um, yeah, no, I haven't really thought about it. That is definitely for sure. No idea. But probably go for US then, as it's bigger fields, to be honest. Style. Come on. And the others. There we go. But yeah, don't expect anything, that's for sure. Until I know a lot more about making maps and stuff like that, yeah. Oh, I hope these go to the same place. Thinking about it. What was that cherry wheat, wasn't it? Now, just so you are aware, obviously I have turned down the sound in game because around here it's really loud for some reason. Really could do with going through and maybe reducing the Billy map confirmed. Yeah, because obviously it's quite noisy in some of these factories, so I've just turned the sound off for the minute. I will say I have considered doing in one. I kind of wanted one that was based around where my parents lived. Obviously, it would be more of a memorial to my mum. Because obviously she actually got me into playing FS19. She actually bought me FS19 when it first came out, and I'd love to make even like just a standard size map of that area because it is in the countryside. There's lots of farms. But I think it'd be a lot of work because obviously the hills and stuff where they live, it's very hard. And obviously I do know that you can import like the terrain straight into the editor, so I don't know yet. But there's not many sell points around. That's the thing. It's literally all farms. Oh.
Well, Europe actually has some of the best terrain maps available.
Yeah. I'd also want maybe a
The
multi. I don't know if I'd go multi fruit. That's the thing. There's lots to
the
consider.
US, you have to hope you get lucky to have decent data.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely nothing in the pipelines for any time soon. So I'm just definitely going to say that. Yeah, got too many factories to sort out first of all. I might have a dabble here and there. See if I can figure things out, and then maybe in the next farming simulator I might do a map. I don't know. We will see. Obviously, one of the big things I do really want to learn more of is Blender. I keep saying that, and I just try to get in the right frame of mind as well. I think is my problem. Because obviously I'm trying to learn new things. Doing a donut is one thing, but yeah, trying to create an entire building and stuff is yeah. Oh my goodness. And Jasmine Charisma, I think that is. Thank you very much for the follow and welcome on in. And how you doing today? Okay, so there is a fault with the scripts for the local found XML files. If you enter the entire path name, it works fine. Also, there's a container XML was incorrect. Yeah, I thought the container might have been wrong. That's why I might have tried
So
the base game one.
you have to enter the whole path. So the mod name as well.
It
Is that what it
looks like.
requires?
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
FS22 underscore, and then it'll find it. Okay. That's what I was thinking. It was a. I've tried a few different things like map directory and mod directory, but they didn't work. Try.
Mm.
I figured he'd find
Yeah, when it comes to all that Lua
local
muting stuff, I have no
directory.
idea. No, local directory, Windows file location.
Oh, you got to add that?
Really?
Oh, then it won't work. Then it can't be done. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, because everybody's going to be slightly different.
yeah, exactly.
Try. Uh, it won't take the tag like map. I didn't try map directory and then dot dot dash to go back and then the mod name. Have you tried that one yet? Like
All
dollar map
right,
directory
thank
dollar,
you
like
for
they
asking, and how are you?
like it is in
I'm
the
not
place.
doing too bad, thanks, Jasmine. And also, welcome on in. Also, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to pop it in chat. We'll try and answer it. Also, we are on
I
PV WolfCreek with Mr. Dajnet and Darius Frost in chat.
Yep. I tried the mod directory and it didn't work, but I didn't try map directory like it uses in the placeables XML, which may with the dot dot dash to go to the and then the mod name and so on.
That's one heck of a way of doing it then,
Oh
if it
yeah.
works. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Some more stuff sold off. That's not bad actually. 100,000, 102,000 just over. Hey, Mr. Harm, how's it going, bud? Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of selling today and seeing if Mr. Dave and Shy Wizard can get a new storage sorted out. Almost wondering if there's anything the revamp script can do for that, or be added to convert it from small pallets to larger. Because obviously it's set up as I think is it a revamp silo? I can't remember if it for the pallets and stuff. Because obviously it's got pallets, it's got displays, so I don't know. Those local files not proper. Yeah, it's definitely a weird one, Mr. Shy Wizard. But if it doesn't work, oh well, it's gonna be a lot of transporting of pallets for you guys when you start building these factories. Imagine that. What? Well, actually, the worst thing is you can't even. I don't know if it's set up for distributing into. Oh, that'd be fun.
You'd have to make it a production at that point, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Obviously, that was the next option, is to maybe set up as a production where you're putting in so many pallets to get out the larger capacity pallet. If it'd work that way. Only thing is, maybe if it's a container, for example, would it have to be renamed as, say, tomato container as a fill type? Oh. The only other option maybe is a bulk container that can be filled up or loaded into, for example, and do it that way. I don't know. Because obviously we've got 82 Studios Heat create like a bulk pallet, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean there's possibility, but I'd
Yeah,
rather
maybe. Oop, wrong one. I want that. And I want to come to productions, and we're now onto the cherry wheat. Ooh, I've even got pumpkin patch there. Right, spawn. There. Now, obviously, if any of you guys haven't seen the updated version for Sam Adams, it's more like the 19 version. So obviously, at the end of here, there's actually the old building. That's been brought back in, and it's going to be an unloading area for your pallets and your yeast. Obviously, this has been removed. this sign here, and each of the input products now has this like separate, oh yeah, trigger. So obviously water, there's a trigger just here in front of the silos where you unload your water. Obviously the next one you're gonna have a trigger here for the hops to go into. The middle one is still there, but it's going to be set up just for your cranberries, your cherry, your pumpkin, your honey to go into. And then the end trigger is going to be for your grains to be put into. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind is that with Dave's next map is the rye is actually being taken out from the map and replaced by another crop. So what we've actually done is added in oat for a new, basically an oat beer, I think it was, that's going to be added in. So that's that over there. Obviously, it's going to have a display on it as well. I've brought that back in. That's now working. Actually, I've sent the factory over to Dave now, so he can have his little peruse over it whenever. Obviously, you still got this the output products being shown at the top here. Obviously, the product that was taken out, that was using the rye, it now has obviously the oat pallets in its place. I've added in some displays along the walls here so you can see um, what's in storage for the output products. And what I've also done is added in the additional triggers for each product. So you've actually got 5 spawn areas which will see the double or triple stack the pallets, and it's going to be 2 rows, so you've got to get a load of stuff coming out at once. So it's kind of cool. I like it, that is for sure. And what am I missing? It's all because I have a question for Shy Wizard on Giants UDIM in Blender. It's not possible in Blender. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Come on, take the rest. Take the rest. Mr. Shy Wizard, terrible. Right, one more of them should be fine. So spawn that, and then, oops. Let's bring you forward a little bit and grab these last 2, and then we can get some more spawned out. There we go. So we're going to, hopefully the lager goes in the same place. Let's have a quick look first of all. So we're on to the lager, Red Bull, that's fine. Cool. Now, where's the cranberry stuff go? Let's go into the Red Bull as well. Okay. 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Pumpkin batch lager. I don't know. Oh, wrong screen. I want that one there. Spawn. Loads. I watched your YouTube and can't get Control U to work. Nothing is popping up. Yeah, I have no idea about Blender at all. Have not got that far yet. That's a little more complicated to answer here in Billy Stream. Eee. Actually, that's one program I needs to get installed, to be honest.
I was gonna say with Blender, one quick thing I've noticed in looking at videos and things like that, your versions of Blender change so much that if you're even a couple of versions off, half the shortcuts don't work.
Yeah. Actually, even Dave's mentioned it a couple of times when Shy Wizards sent over a video for Dave to look at. Like, I think it was the water planes. I think it was he was working on. Obviously, a lot of the stuff was different to what Dave had compared to Shy Wizard. So, yeah.
Yeah, Shy Wizard has so many different
Yeah,
plugins that you can't remember what the base editor was like.
plugins and add-ons make a massive difference too.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. Ooh, get a bit of star in there. Right, what did I say? I needed a 900 and something for that multi-mine, wasn't it? That's my aim. At least have 1,000,000. There we go. Then I've got a little to play with afterwards. All this work just for a couple of products. I don't know. Kitty cat, you're right in the way. You know that. You're as bad as Darius's cats. You are.
You mean the bull in a china shop that comes and walks all
Yeah.
over the keyboard?
Yeah, well, thankfully mine doesn't really lay on the keyboard, but they do like getting in the way of the monitor and stuff, and you can hardly see. Come on, kitty,
Well,
jump down a minute. You can
the
come back
the
in a little.
black one, my wife's cat, he'll walk across the desk, but he'll never touch the keyboard.
Ooh, I see a container.
My gold cat, Darius, ginger one, he don't care. Stomp, 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 stomp.
Yeah. Is that container just 1K or is it a full-sized one, 25? Out of interest. That's the full 25. Oh, nice. Any errors or anything? See, this is why you're a wizard. Looks like Shy Wizard's got the
You're a
top.
wizard, Harry.
Yeah, got the big container working. I think Dave's
Yeah.
fallen asleep. He's gone really quiet.
Getting that cat nap in before 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we can't do it because you don't know the path for
No errors,
everybody
but it only
where the
works
thing's
the
gonna
way
be.
said before. Okay. Oh, it's a pain. That is a pain. But it's nice to see it's actually working in game for at least one person anyway. Oh. So I think for the minute I'm going to just have to set them up for pallet storage and output normal size pallets then in that case. Which is going to be a bit of a pain, but oh well. It is what it is.
I mean, you could always go with Shy Wizard's idea of
The
set it up
production.
as a production to take the pallets and make them into containers.
Yeah. It could. Um, but
Then pay a small auto distribution fee, and before you know it, you've got containers sitting there you can grab.
mm, yeah, possibly. Possibly. But yeah, that's more of a future project. But at least I know that it wasn't me causing an issue. That's the main thing. Uh,
Well, could it work as a production? Could a production, you'd have that same pallet spawner line as a production.
yeah,
And if you did that, it would
just have it output like the new palette.
you'd have to input and output, yeah. If at that point you'd go be it would yeah.
Yeah, see, the only issue that keeps popping my head is will that override the existing like one
You might
liter pallet? That's the thing,
no, as a production you would have to you'd still have to use that pallet spawner thing or other you can't use the base, you know. You'd
right?
have to edit it in the production and I don't know if it would work because it would be the same thing, pallet spawner and then the name of the pallet to
Mhm.
spawn. And if it's not working with the one, it might not work with production either. It's the same code.
Yeah,
Without the only other way would be to overwrite the original
I have
pallets
the barrel
forever.
factory working with my own pallet loaded. Okay.
Yes, but if you were to have a second factory doing the barrel
Oh,
to try to get the other, pa- does it overwrite the original one? Does
yeah.
every, if you know, that's the question. Would you lose the first pallet, the original pallet?
Yeah, 'cause I know you can override the originals quite easily, 'cause I've done that myself.
Or is yours overriding it for all productions?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, I don't want it to affect the other ones, so. Uh, if I can't get it to work, it's not a problem. It'll just be something that'll be put on the sidelines for a while. It is not fun.
I guess the best way to test would put in the original barrel factory with a different name and then yours and see if they spawn the different pallets. That's what we need to have happen.
Mm, spawn. Dang it. Cannot get these buggers to spawn right. Go on, out, in. There we go. In, out, in, out. Shake it all about.
He's shaking about. I don't know. I don't think I want to know.
uh, there
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh,
Some more.
time is flying.
It is. You got like 20 minutes, boss.
You got to make your shows longer on Friday so I have more warning time.
Well, you've had 2 hour warning. What are you on about?
Woke up right when you went live.
You want to get up earlier.
Got to go to bed earlier to do that.
I seen you in Blicking Discord with Boomer when I got up this morning.
Yeah, see, I'm still up when when you're
Yeah,
waking
it's
up.
terrible. Oh, and that's something else as well, guys. I don't know if any of you've noticed or seen any postings on Facebook. Let me bring the post up a minute. Um, Giants will be going to
Pause.
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Here, let me change to desktop a minute to show you guys. Um, Obviously, it's going to be on, well, between February the 28th and March the 19th. And obviously, they're going to be presenting FS22 in Hall B, whatever that is, the main arena, or next to the main arena. If anybody wants to check that out, I'll put the link in chat for that. And obviously, you can book your tickets and stuff through there as well. Let me grab that. Copy. And paste. I kind of wish they'd do some over in the UK. Then, like, some of us might be able to join in as well. Actually, maybe turn that sound back up on here. It's too quiet without it. But yeah, click on the link and check it out, guys.
I think for me, the UK is closer than Houston. No.
I don't know, terrible. Right, let's turn you up a little bit there. There we are. Yeah, because obviously, see all these postings for, oh, we're going to Houston and Boston and here, there, and everywhere over in America, but you very rarely ever see one for like in Europe or the UK, and that. It's kind of like, really? What about the rest of us?
Who cares?
I feel so left out.
Oh, what about going to a city people will actually attend?
Yeah, very true. Yeah, because obviously from where I am, London is like a two-hour drive, so I'm sure I could maybe take the wife and daughter up for a few hours or whatever. That's nothing. But yeah, I don't know. And they do have a lot of animal shows around here as well, and farming equipment and stuff. I think the next one, well, I'm not sure about before, but I think there's one around the August time, and there's a big show on the New Forest, which is literally just down the road from where I am. And that's a lot like cattle, crops, vehicles. You even get to see some like the old steam engines and stuff. It's kind of nice. Kind of missed the last one. Really wanted to go, because seemingly they had alpacas there as well. Yeah, there you go. How about a map in the shape of a big alpaca head? How would that do, you guys? Maybe have like
You can
a
do that one.
big mountain in the middle or something, where you can grow your vines on, your vineyards and stuff up the side of it. Oh, that'd be too much like a volcano island, I guess. There we go. I don't know, terrible. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard nothing about the first DLC yet come through. There you go. Uh-oh. Car. See that trailer jump in the background there? That's terrible. Leave it to you to say something like that. Yep. Yeah, maybe what I could do is have it... Actually, I still like the idea of having a map set up where the fields are planted, or basically set up maybe with grass or something in them, but have them covered with trees, and obviously you have to harvest the trees first to be able to then use the land. I really like that idea. Mentioned it to Cobb, and yeah, don't know if he'd be doing anything like that for his map. Come on, come on. It's not that friggin' heavy. I know the weight of the pallets, they're not that heavy. Come on, there we go. But yeah, that's probably how I would probably set the fields up. Maybe even have like see, I wouldn't have a crop growing because obviously it'd wither. Yeah, so I'll probably end up just having it with some grass to start off with, and obviously once you've cleared the trees, you can then mow it, plough it up if you wanted to, and do it that way. I'm trying to think what the map was that I seen that on as well. I think it was on this, I don't know if any of you guys would know as well. FS19 map. It came out obviously a while ago, but it had land or fields set up, but it was literally covered with trees that you had to clear. I'm sure it had rocks in it as well. Don't know if that was like a script or something. I remember seeing somebody streaming it a while ago. Might have to try and find them again.
Well, in 19 there was a way around it. In 22, as soon as if you want a field number in a marked field, it's going to plant a crop.
Yeah. And that's probably what the issue would be. Oh look, I've got more than enough now. Yay! Right, first things first, before disappearing anywhere. Let's buy that blinking mine now. Yeah, that is definitely how I'd probably set up a map. Buy! Yay! Hallelujah. Cool. Got a little bit left over. Nice. And one thing I do want to do is get another wheel loader at some point. So let's have a little look at the price wise for a wheel loader. Now obviously the ones I am using is now the ones from the Platinum DLC on here. I got rid of the ones I was using previously. Let's give me a ballpark figure. Don't really want a safety frame, don't need to worry about that, don't need to worry about that or that to be honest. So 304.25. Okay. Probably one more run and that'd be enough to get that then. Hey there, Pompies, how are you doing? Actually, I've got the fields up here to get planted at some point. One still got grass in it, and I think the rest was ploughed in. Yeah, I've got a look while I'm here. Not sure what I'm going to put up here yet. Any suggestions, guys? So on the map, I'm up the top here by field 18, 19, 12, 13, 14 and all that. Obviously I've got rid of the actual farm that was up here. Oh, I need to get rid of that sign at some point. Drop that back under. It's because I updated the map. That's what it was. So it's a sandy loam soil type. It's all been fallow. That's not even a one. And I've got grass over here as well, which is ready. Ooh, should get that mowed at some point. Same with this one. Yeah, no idea. Oh, sorry, Mr. Carr. I'm not doing too bad, thanks. And how's it going, Mr. Imperial Gamer? Oh yeah, I'm still on the desktop, ain't I? There we go. Right. Shout out Mr. Imperial Gamer. There we go. Also, if you guys are not following Imperial Gamer, please go over, give him a follow. He's another fellow SGA member from the UK. Here we go. Doing good, just rushing around, checking audio. Joys of being a streamer. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Actually, I'm kind of lucky. I've not had any Windows updates recently that's broken any of my sounds. So I'm kind of happy with that. That I am definitely happy about. Let's up that a little bit more. There we go. Never say never, yeah. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello, daughter's cat. Hello. What do you want? What do you want, you rascal? Got Nico joining me now. Hello, mate. And bye bye. Thankfully, he doesn't stick around long, so it's cool. There we are. Oh, there we go. I think I'm gonna have to take those gates out because it just keeps catching when I come down here on that back trailer. Either or find another way in. Maybe set up a different road coming in here. Kind of like the idea that Darius had, where he had a road coming in from the other side. Might do that. Actually, I wonder. Can we have it coming down there? Just having a bit of what do you call it? An idea. I was going to say something else, but better not. Might be taken the wrong way. Let's see. Come there. I suppose if I was to take a little bit of this field away, I could actually run a road down here. Maybe. Obviously, for any of you guys who have not seen this map, obviously it's WolfCreek by Mr. Dajnet. So Elm Creek extended to a 4x map. And obviously, it's basically a no man's style land around the outside, so you can actually go a little bit more creative, which is kind of nice. PC only as well. Dude. Man. Come on. In you get. Need to remember to turn that thing off. Oh, there we go. So I can get back in. There we go. How is it going, peeps? Peeps are good, I hope. Yeah, it's definitely Friday. My daughter's happy because it's now the weekend. Obviously, one quick thing as well. Obviously, hopefully we'll be streaming tomorrow morning, myself and my daughter. Back on a bit of Lego, if we can get the friggin' thing to stay stable. And for some weird reason, last week that connection just did not like us one little bit. There we go, and let's come down here, and we're going to get the rest of these out, hopefully. Coolio. I think I need to turn that sound down, it's too freaking loud. Right, last one, so we've got a bit of cranberry lambic. Ooh, nasty. Yeah, one thing I've got a job to do actually next week. Let's get out here and explain a little bit more. Come on, come on. Get out, it's far too noisy. Yeah, so the other day my wife turned round to me and said she wanted our wardrobe redecorated. Oh my god, I just sunk to the ground and thought, no. But to be honest, obviously last year, for any of you guys who were aware, also I went around and pretty much redecorated our entire home. Obviously there's still a few bits here and there that still need to be addressed. Obviously in our bedroom, which is literally right next to where I am sat right now, is a built-in wardrobe. And obviously at the moment it's red. And it doesn't really fit in with the sort of beige, purple, silver colours that's in the rest of the bedroom. So she wants it to be painted a silver colour. So next week we're going to be going out. We've got the paint already for it, but obviously
Oh,
it
the
needs to
color
get
of my
some
hair.
silver. Yeah. But obviously you need to go out and get a roller. So obviously I did try a little spot, and where the paint's going on, it's just not working right. The red's coming out too much, so I need to get obviously base coat to cover that first of all, and then we'll go over with a roller or something for the rest of it. So I've got that to do next week. Which means my computer's got to move temporarily,
Mm-hmm.
which is not good. So if you don't hear from me for a little while, you'll know why. Nah. Hopefully it's a quick drying paint, so hopefully it shouldn't be gone too long. I'll be on my phone for the most part anyway. And hopefully Mr. Dave is live.
2 minutes and 11 seconds.
Sweet. Let me bring that up so I can keep an eye on that. Obviously once it gets down to about a minute, I think we'll probably jump over and see what Mr. Dave is up to today. And okay, there we go. I see a minute 50. Okay, put that there. Bring you there for now. So I can see chat. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Actually, one thing I did say to my wife is I want 2 more monitors. Obviously, I've got 224s. I want to get 2 more. She said, no friggin' chance. 1, yeah. 2, no. So, I think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe. I'll keep pressing. You never know, I might get 2 monitors out of her.
Yeah, you'll get. Just get that silver paint color correct and you'll be okay.
Exactly. At the minute, I've got 2 24-inch curved monitors, as well as a small, I think it's like an 18-inch Dell monitor. It's about 20 years old. But obviously, that one I want to replace first of all. So they're all around about the same, and go from there. I think it's around about 110 to 120 pound for the one I'm after. But
25 seconds.
yep. All right. So for now, we're gonna go over and see what Mr. Dashnet is up to, guys. So thank you very, very much, everyone. Let me roll that and let me refresh so I can find Mr. Dave. Nope. Dang you. But yeah, obviously I'll be back again tomorrow with my daughter Car. She'll be joining doing a bit of Lego Star Wars. If any of you guys are interested, you're more than welcome to come on over.
Good
But
afternoon, KW, Buck,
until
and
then,
Harm,
here we
and
go,
Ghost,
guys.
and Oppie.
Bye for now.
Bye, all. Well, Billy's going to be coming over in just a second.
Hopefully incoming. There we go.
Here they come. Welcome, everybody. It's another day in
Paradise.